It's festival time! Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Queencast episode number
3, 4.
That's right, it's number 4.
It's number 4.
It's the grape juice.
If not the alcohol, it's the sugar.
It's not the alcohol, it's the sugar. So yes, welcome to episode number 4. Yes, this is the Queencast where we talk about lifestyle and
everything in between.
And before we start, let's just quick remind our fellows.
Our fellows?
To subscribe. What else they need to do? You should know by now.
Well,
Thumbs up.
give us a thumbs up.
And
subscribe. Keep your notifications on so that you get reminded that we've just put in a new podcast.
oh, look at
a
you.
new video.
You know
I'm getting
everything.
there. I'm remembering it. I am the co-host after all.
And of course, just to talk a little bit of our sponsors of the day. So we are still here with our grape juice. That's not
Party
wine.
continues with grape juice.
I believe we're happy just because, things are happening and it's festival. We're wearing
festival.
this huge thing.
I mean, this is our uniform for this time
It's
of
our
the year.
uniform.
If this is not our uniform for Adelaide, it's our uniform for Rio.
It is.
Because it just so happens to be that it's Carnaval season in Brazil and it's Adelaide Fringe season in Adelaide.
Talking about Brazil, don't forget that our sponsors. This is sorry, I just interrupt you to just talk about this amazing juice that we've been drinking.
Sure.
That is rich in resveratrol. I don't even know how to read. Sorry, but well, anyways, it's a grape juice, so it's only grapes here. So it's just like a wine. Without the alcohol, and doesn't taste funny. It does taste delicious, and it's even if it's just chill, it's just amazing.
It's good.
Great for the pregnant women who
still want to participate in the social drinking, but without the alcohol.
So cheers to the festival
Cheers
season.
to festival season.
Carnaval, Adelaide Fringe with overjuice.
A little bit of a taste of Brazil. Huh?
If you want to have a taste of the actual overjuice, you can just scan the QR code that is on your screen, and it will take you to the website, and you can just look for the sales point here in Adelaide.
Absolutely.
And
but it's party time here.
Let's go. Let's do this.
We are celebrating all things festivals in today's episode because that's something that is part of our life at this crazy season.
We live for this season.
We live for the season. I mean, I've lived for Fringe for a long time as a performer in Adelaide. You've lived for Fringe as long as you've lived in Adelaide.
As long as I moved here, yeah.
And I felt like you've brought Carnaval to Adelaide based on the fact that that's what happens where you grew up and where you live. And it happens to be at the same time as everything else. So we thought it's befitting to talk about what life is like as a performer during this crazy season because it's a marathon. It's not
crazy.
A sprint. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
It's a sacrifice.
It's blood, sweat, tears, feathers, sequins.
Everywhere.
And
my husband complaining about the glitter.
It's a month. It's a month of activity in where we live, which is in Adelaide, and it takes a year to get over.
And the best thing is that it's a month of festivities here and also in Brazil. It's just amazing how I come all the way from Rio and I get here and exactly the same period of time in the year it's when Carnival is happening as well.
Crazy.
So it just kind of brings me, it's like I'm at home. I keep telling friends back in Brazil, like, oh my God, you would love this. The Fringe is just amazing. And the fact that I love about the Fringe is that like anyone, absolutely anyone can be an artist and
anything
do
goes.
Whatever you want. So just the way that we are right now, we could just walk on the street.
If we walk down the street in March or February in Adelaide, no one would think twice. To be like, why are they wearing this?
It's Fringe. It's Fringe. They don't even
goes.
wonder. Yeah.
They don't even look twice.
No, they don't.
It allows you to be whoever you want to be.
Which is exactly what happens in Brazil, in Rio and all the states as well. But I can talk about Rio because I'm from Rio de Janeiro.
And I haven't been, so you can tell me about it.
Yeah, so it's exactly the same. Everywhere people will be dressed up and full of glitter everywhere, bikinis. I don't know. We just dress up and we go everywhere. And
the whole community gets involved.
Yes, pretty
much. Some people.
Yes, some of the conservative people, they would just retreat themselves.
Well, some people in Adelaide, in the city, move out of the city when Fringe is on because of that reason. So I feel like we both have our conservative
We do.
groups.
Everywhere we do. And then, but it's just amazing how it's exactly the same. And that's why, that's the reason why we wanted to talk about it, because it's so far and so close.
True. It is. And I think, you've been an artist in Rio at Carnaval. I've been an artist here at the Fringe.
Yeah.
We can connect and understand where both of us have come from. And now we have a show with each other in it to basically bring both worlds together.
Yeah.
In the Fringe, but Carnaval at the same time.
And then we are in the Fringe talking about Carnaval.
Precisely.
Yes.
Bringing Carnaval to Adelaide.
'Cause,
in Carnaval season.
In Carnaval season. It's crazy amazing.
It's great. And I think, like, if we think about the kind of celebration and craziness that the Fringe is, I feel like, the Brazilian culture is a perfect complement to what we have here in Adelaide. I mean, like, people love the costumes that come from Carnaval.
And
they go crazy over it in Adelaide because there isn't really that much else that can compare to the kind of costumes that you have in Carnaval. I mean, we've got acrobats that come to the city to perform.
Yeah.
We have flamethrowers. We have magicians. We have, psychics that come to the place. We have, cabaret. But I feel after being in the Fringe for as long as I have and seeing all of the shows that I have seen, the costumes from the shows that have been about Brazil or Rio or Carnaval are by far the most spectacular.
Yeah.
And it's just something about it that just complements the Fringe so well that, I mean, even with the photo shoot that we did to promote our show, it's just like it can't help but be spectacular.
I think it brings the happiness as well.
It does, and the festivity.
The festivity, yeah. It's funny how you mention about everything that happens at the Fringe, like about the acrobats, everything, because that's what is the word Carnival means, right? And then just to be clear to the people that are watching us, in Brazil we call it Carnaval, which is the actual name of the holiday that it comes just before the Lent period. For the Easter. So, and then we have in our calendar, it's fixed. So we always have this day in our calendar, but always depends on Easter, of course.
Of course.
But then with the years, we have this big, huge parade. So everything is about the parade with the big costumes, feathers everywhere, where they have lots of sponsors and put lots of money towards it. And it goes on TV. People from everywhere in the world comes to watch it. And this is our Carnaval, which is a bit of carnival as well. And it's just amazing how everything happens there. And I think about the costumes being big and fantastic and you don't know how to explain. Yeah, I think it's just because of colors and the mix of colors that we like to use because of the dance schools, the samba schools, and all these mixtures. It could be pretty much what brings the festive and make it look so good.
Absolutely. I mean, like, if you think back to when Carnaval first sort of became the big celebration that it is today, were the costumes as spectacular then as they are now, or has it evolved and changed over the years?
It definitely has evolved, yeah. So it's so funny because, back in the days, it's when you would see women parading topless.
Yeah.
And today it's not really a thing. Some of them, some floats or some special people, famous people would do, but they still now have a tape.
Yes.
To cover the nipples. And back in like 70s, 80s, they would just go topless.
Completely.
And definitely you would still see like some pastices or some groups having feathers, but not as it is today. Today, of course, it's with the years, so it's 2022 now, but from the last Carnival, which was 2020, that I was there, and I brought this group of people, a group of Australians, so 20 people came with me from Australia to Rio, and that was the last Carnival because of COVID. And so 2020, everything changed, and you now have the internet to search more, have more ideas, and create more, like get pieces from something that you saw here with these and then put it together. So I think all of these helps to evolve as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you can collaborate and contact people easier now with the
Yes,
internet.
with shipping stuff.
Everything, you can get it so much quicker than
Yeah.
what you used to be able to get.
Yeah.
Which makes it, which can mean that you can go bigger.
You can go bigger now. You definitely can. And that's the idea. Go bigger and bigger.
Go
bigger
big or
the
go
better.
Go hard or go home.
And that's why we're here now.
And it's interesting because, like, if you think about the Fringe as well, like, there's still elements of, I mean, I think the Fringe, there's still going to be elements of nudity. There's still going to be elements of, these sort of left of center sort of style of artists that are coming out who put something on display which may not be necessarily for everybody or may not be as family friendly.
Yeah.
Or, it's a culmination. It's like a mixing, melting pot of different people that are coming together from different backgrounds.
Yeah.
That are all there for the same reason. And I mean, I think, Carnaval is deep rooted within more culture, I would say, than what our
Yes, it
Fringe
is.
is.
Yeah.
Because it's also a religious celebration as well. We don't have that same sort of connection.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. I mean, it's connected to the religious calendar,
Yes.
but it's not really a real. Oh, it is and it isn't. It's hard to tell. But anyways, I don't think the festive season of Carnival, what we do, is related to the religion. If that
No,
makes sense, what
but
I'm
it's
saying.
marking what's going to be a religious part of the calendar.
Just in the calendar.
Yeah.
Terms, not
Sure.
for the rest of it. It's
No.
just like party.
It's festival season.
Yeah, it's festival
And that's the
season.
thing. I mean, like, for
everyone
us,
drinking grape juice.
people going out on all nights of the week as if it was a weekend. Like, it's like,
Yes.
people going and seeing shows, for example, at the Fringe on like a Tuesday night, getting home at 1 a.m. and then going to work at 8 o'clock the next day.
Yeah, so the
like,
good
just making it work because they want to take advantage of the day.
good thing about Fringe, because it lasts a month.
Yeah.
With non-stop days, so it's every day, like you're saying, Monday, Tuesday. No, it says Tuesday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, It goes on and on until the end of the season. That's a good thing because people can kind of balance. Or I don't work tomorrow morning, so I can actually go tonight and watch
They
these
make
and
more
go back.
sacrifices to be able to attend these celebrations because they know it only comes around once a year.
Yeah, but still you have more going on. Whether Carnival, we do have little block parties, which is like the parties that we have on the street. That it could lead. It could happen in a month in Brazil. So let's say January they start, but it's only weekends and at a certain time. And then when it's Friday of Carnival until Tuesday, it's when the madness happens, which is like it's parade. It's Carnival street parties happening everywhere at any time, and then plus private parties. So it's like a condensed Fringe, but everyone knows that they're just gonna go like boom, boom, boom. There is no time.
No sleep.
It's no sleep. No sleep.
Club.
No sleep.
No sleep.
This is exactly how
Another club.
exactly how Carnival is, and it's like holiday for some, for most.
Yeah.
It starts on Friday, so Saturday you don't
no
have
one's
to
going
go.
to work.
Sunday and
Nothing
then
is getting done in the city.
and then it's like a long weekend because Monday then you don't do anything. Tuesday is the actual holiday, and then Wednesday Ashes is when some people have to go back to work.
How many people just take the rest of the week off after?
Plenty.
A lot.
Yeah. I mean, some. Most, I don't know.
But I mean, like, that's the general public, right? That's what they're signing up
no,
for.
we wait for this. We wait for the boom, 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 clap, clap.
But the people that are actually involved in the parade, that's like months and months. Like, that's a whole year's worth of planning.
That's a year.
Like, as soon as one Carnival finishes, they're like, the next day, okay,
Boom.
so what are we doing?
Yeah, no,
What's our
definitely.
next? I mean, that's kind of similar
They
to
probably
Fringe.
take like 2 weeks break just to actually, for the directors and people who are the creative team, to actually and then
get over what they've just
go
done.
all again. But it's pretty
Yeah.
much a whole year organizing.
Well, that's it. And I mean, like, there are obviously many shows in the Fringe, which are those professional high-level shows that are in the calendar. And they would be starting their next Fringe concept pretty much straight after they've just finished performing a Fringe season.
I believe they would.
And so they would have, I mean, not everybody does. Some people put it together a little bit quicker than that. But, for the most part, a lot of the people who do that as a full-time job, they are performing performers. They are
this is their life.
Creators. This is their life. This is their livelihood. And the Fringe is the second largest in the world. It's the biggest in the Southern Hemisphere, apart from the Edinburgh Fringe in Scotland. So I mean, like it's got an internationally recognized.
Huge. Yeah.
And I mean, prior to COVID, we would have international artists regularly coming in for the season.
Yeah.
And I mean, much like obviously what the Carnaval has been like, COVID has had a big impact on the Fringe as well. We've been lucky that just in 2020 we were able to have it. We went almost pretty much into like lockdowns and restrictions pretty much straight after we had the Fringe 2 years ago. Last year we could run Fringe, and then this year we've been lucky enough to be able to have it again. But because of international travel just being something that's only recently coming into discussion, we're not going to get the same sort of international attractions that we've had. So it is going to look a little bit different.
Yeah, but it's
still the celebration.
It's still a celebration, and also more room for the actual people from Adelaide
local artists.
And even inside of Australia show their talent just like moi.
Well, yeah, I mean, like this is the thing. You've been a part of the Fringe for 3 years now.
My first Fringe was 2019.
Oh, yes, it was.
Yeah, so 2019, 20, 21. Yeah, 3 years. Yeah.
So this is you're now more experienced about what to expect in the Fringe, and you're putting together obviously your own show now.
Kind of, yeah. So what happened is, so these 3 years that we mentioned, I was always part of La Bomba crew.
Yeah.
So it was. I was on their show, so I would pretty much do what they tell me to do.
Same with me.
Same with you, because of course they already have the director, so we just follow what the director will say.
And it's not their first rodeo. They've been very much a part of the Fringe from a really long time.
Since ever. they were the creators of
Yeah, I mean, every parade, every Fringe that I've known, they've been there.
Yeah, they always there. They do. And but then now I'm having this opportunity of putting my own thing. And I do believe that I'm only, because this is last minute thing, right? So I just decided let's just put a Fringe show because of another project that I had, and then I felt that why not? Let's take the risk. We talked about taking risks on another episode. If you haven't watched it, just go back and make sure that you watch everything so you understand better what we're talking about. But anyway, so I took the risk, and I do believe that I still had the time to register my show because of COVID closing the borders, blah, 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 and not having as many artists. Then that's why I just said that I know that it's sad, but at the same time,
it's created opportunity.
It's creating opportunity because otherwise, like I did have in my mind that this year I would go full on Fringe. So forgetting about the show that I'm putting, this is what I had in my mind. I said, I'm going to go full on Fringe, watch as many shows as I can, because I wanted to get in a creative mind to organize, like you said, in a whole year, have everything organized, prepare my show. So next year, 2023, I would launch a show, like a big production.
Yeah.
But then this just happened. The opportunity was there, knocking on the door. And then I was just like, okay, let's take the risk. Let's do it. And I'm grateful for that, because the repercussion, how do you call that? Is that a word?
Consequences.
Yeah. So everything is happening.
Yeah.
So we did this amazing photo shoot with this amazing photographer based here in Adelaide. His name is Alex Gouveia. You can follow him as well. His name on Instagram is Foto na Gringa. Yeah. So and then it was all amazing. So the photos are. It's so much attention that everyone is like, what is this about?
It's creating intrigue. Because I've never seen something that's been produced by you before. It's not a name that they recognize, but the photos immediately draw people in.
Exactly. And then so in this point, so it's not just opportunity for me, it's also opportunity for the photographer who helped us, and then for the videographer who helped us. So you know what I mean? And then all of these putting together, and now
the dancers and the performers who are then the face of the show as well, it's providing them with recognition.
Exactly. And plus not just the face of the show in the flyers, but having the opportunity to actually perform on stage and being able to, even get paid or be recognized as an artist, not just as a student, or you know what I mean. And now growing the career, or growing the experience by all the rehearsals, by the craziness of you need to get
You've created that platform for them to leverage their career off of, which is great. And I mean, the fact that you're even putting these artists into the spotlight and recognizing their talents and even providing like monetary compensation for that is something that can be a little unique in our industry, because I'm sure you have, as much as probably I have, been approached by people in the past to showcase our talents for free, or to donate our time and energy because of exposure, or those sort of things. And I think that can be the downside of performing, is that, there's amazing opportunities, incredible moments that you can have and be a part of, and they expect that that's going to be enough. And in some cases, of course, it's great to be part of things where you're donating your time and energy, and you don't necessarily always expect to be paid or to be receiving financial compensation for it, because it could be wonderful for your career. Yeah. But it is amazing in our industry how sometimes people want something for nothing. And I think that's hard. I think as a dancer, I've been a part of shows in the past where the dancers haven't been paid, but the musicians have been paid, and then the MC's been paid, or there's other shows, other performers in the show who have been paid. And I find in dance there's always been a little bit of an area
I think it's not just dance, it's artists.
No, it's artists in general. And I mean, particularly with COVID, I mean, there's been so many disruptions so many disruptions to the arts and entertainment industry, where there's been this big outcry that they haven't received funding or support like other industries have. And dancing can't resume. We still can't dance at the moment in Adelaide, and so it's hard, because it does have a huge impact on the arts and entertainment industry. And often they're industries where people aren't being very well paid in them.
We already know well paid. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We already know well paid, and then we're the first ones to be cut off being paid.
So it's like having the fringe is like, it's our time, because for all the other people who work in all the other industries, they're paying to see us. Finally. Yes. Like the fringe wouldn't be what it is. Carnaval wouldn't be what it is without the performers.
Exactly.
So they need us for this season.
They definitely do.
We bring the fun. We bring the party. We are the light for them. We are the happiness and the festivity for them. The general public needs the arts community. But I feel like it has been occasions where the arts community have needed the public, and we haven't gotten that support outside of the fringe. So I guess there can be sometimes a downside, but there's, in this season, it's like our time to shine.
Yes. It's our time to be the divas.
It's our time to make it all about us.
I am so happy with everything that's happening right now, because I'm feeling like I am in Carnaval right now.
It's addictive, this space as well. Like, working, surviving off coffee and minimal sleep, and not eating properly, and waking up.
I'm definitely not eating properly.
Going to your day job and there's like accidental glitter on like your cheek. Yeah. You're trying to have a positive, a serious professional conversation. Like for me, I could be with a patient having this serious conversation, and then I've got glitter on my face.
So you're and they're like, closing that contract with
trying to seal the business deal.
Half an eyelash.
Or they go out to the back of my studio and they see all these
all
feathers.
The costumes.
Yeah, and they're like, "What are you doing?
What the heck?
What is your?"
So your relation to fringe is always been as a performer, or?
Well, I think really my time with the fringe as a performer really started when I was dancing for La Bomba.
Okay, was when did you start?
Oh my gosh, when was
that?
Long
time ago.
A while back.
Long time ago. 84 years.
No, it was a while ago. I think like 5 or so, 6 years ago, I reckon. And that was my first introduction to samba.
Okay.
And so the Samba girls were very much the girls who were at the forefront, who represented La Bamba for the Fringe show, and also at the time back in a few years ago when we had to have our parade. Yeah. So the Fringe used to have a big parade which would go through the city to commemorate the beginning of the Fringe.
Yeah,
and it was
so cool.
Amazing. And we had
it's sad that
drummers.
they stopped doing this.
I mean, that in itself, that opening night would transport people who have been to Rio back to Rio. It would make them feel like there's a little slice of Rio around Carnaval season. And I was lucky enough to be part of that once in the time that I was there, and that was the last time that they ran the parade. And so I have never been a part of it since that first time.
Okay.
But it was amazing. And it was just, everyone was supporting each other. All of these acts were coming out. General public would line the streets. The only parade that we have outside of the Fringe parade was the Christmas pageant. That was it. So, but the Christmas pageant, very different in comparison
to Fringe. We
have what's called...
It is amazing.
We have what's called Feast, which is like another festival in Adelaide, and there's a parade for that, but it's just not on the same scale that the Fringe parade was.
Yeah, together with the Fringe, you also have the Adelaide Festival going on, and then right at the end of Fringe, you also have Adelaide as well.
Too.
So it is really a festive season, like
precisely.
Here.
And I've been lucky to be a part of Adelaide as well as a performer.
Oh, and that's great.
And it's great because Adelaide is different in another sense because it's Adelaide stands for World of Music Adelaide. And so Adelaide, when you go to Adelaide, you don't necessarily know the artist that you're going to be seeing. And before COVID, we would get artists from all over the world who could have been really highly recognized in their own country. Yeah. And they could be, with a fan base in Adelaide, but they wouldn't be anywhere near as well recognized.
Okay.
But basically the job of the event organizers are to go out and find all of these amazing artists and bring them to Adelaide and allow the people of Adelaide to listen to this.
Yeah,
world
so
music.
they brought a Brazilian artist in 2020. So I was there. Yeah,
exactly.
And in 2019 as well. Yeah. So I think every year there is a bit of there is always a Brazilian artist because we are very good in music and so in arts we are very good. We're not as recognized as we should be, but we are very good.
And I think festivals like this help to promote those artists in the international stage, which is amazing. So again, we've got Adelaide coming up. So I've been lucky enough to be part of all of those sort of things.
So you wouldn't go, because the reason why I asked that is because for example, I did parade twice in Rio for Carnaval. But my relationship with Carnaval started more with me going as a folia is how we call it. So to the party size away and not really getting too involved with being a performer.
Yes, and I would say I'm the same as well.
And I only got to parade in 2017, which was right before I came here. And then when I went back after living here and with all the samba
students,
December life, right? December changed my life, and then I went back to Brazil in 2020, and then I parade as a musa for one of the samba schools in Rio.
What was it like to be performing?
It was amazing. Like the experience is just like I just can't explain. It's just the lights everywhere and the sound that it's like. It feels acoustic, but also feels live in your ears, and it's boom, boom. And the people, they are so happy. The people they're watching in these private areas, in the how do you call the
grandstand? The
grandstand. So they would be just like singing this song and clapping for you like you were actually famous or something. So it's just amazing. So I got to parade on Friday as Musa, that was 2020. And then on Sunday, I would come back on one of the best samba schools in Rio, Portela, in his special group. They are the ones that have the most numbers of titles. Yeah. And then I came on a float, so the opening float. That was just oh my, I made you watch that, and this is me. Oh no, that's not me.
Pause, zoom. Oh, that's not me.
That's not me. I was in the other side. But that was amazing too, because the school it has a good reputation, and it was like everyone waiting because it was the last one of the night.
Yeah.
So it was already like 4 a.m. You could see sunrise. We finished, it was already daylight, but it's still
On
the
this
energy,
high.
on the high. And we were waiting since midnight.
Yeah.
So we were just waiting for like
Sleeping
4
in the gutter.
hours, to be there. But the experience was amazing. But I had more time experiencing as a party person in Carnaval, so going to the VIP areas to watch it, or going to parties on the street, and until the samba kind of changed my life, and then I get to experience more of the feather side of things.
Which is the same as me. I would be going to shows with friends. I'd be going to the parades. I'd be watching from the sidelines just as a member of the public. But it just takes Fringe and Carnaval to a different level.
Yeah, a different level,
when you're a
totally.
performer, and it's just all encompassing in that month where you need like the rest of the year to recover.
Yeah,
it's like you go into a hibernation and you just come out with all of your feathers for like 1 month. But it's amazing,
and then you just want to happen all again.
It
soon.
is, yeah. I mean, you complain during the season, you're like, I've got so much on, I haven't slept, I'm still working my full-time job whilst doing rehearsals, whilst doing shows. I still want to see shows, I want to go out and party and make the most of it, and it's like all you want to do is sleep, but at the same time you don't want to miss out either.
We don't want to miss out.
And because you realize it's only for a short period of time, and then your life can just go back to normal.
It's a short period of time, and I think that's why this year I managed to get involved in as many shows
Project as you
I
can.
could.
And that's why I'm like, I want to be part of this. And you're like, you'll be like 36 weeks pregnant. I'm like, I don't care. I
want to be part of it.
I will go here I will try as long as I can to be dancing before I have this child. This child will be born with rhythm.
We did.
Yeah.
So
but I mean, that's the thing. It's addictive, right?
It is.
And if you've been a performer of it in previous years, you know what it's like. And I think I would be scared to miss out. I would be sad if I missed out.
Yeah.
I'd be watching all of you guys, and I'd be like,
knowing you, I know that you would be sad, and then I'm happy that you're actually part of it. So you are doing what you know how to do very well, and yes, so you won't have FOMO.
no. Well, yeah.
As a friend, I don't want you to have FOMO. So this year will be my first time here in Adelaide performing at the Gluttony.
You've got Gluttony too. That's
so
another
I will be
project.
performing with the Dance Pad School.
Yes.
So they have the name of the show is Turn the Beat Around. I'll also leave the link for you guys to
yes, that'd be great.
to take a look. Actually, when you watch these, the shows will be gone. Just realized. Anyways, I'll be with them. But then, and then just yesterday, I managed to dance with La Bomba.
Amazing.
I'm talking in the past and future at the same time. I'm so good at this. But yes,
you're
the dance
involved
pad, La Bomba. But you still have time to watch my own show, which is A Carnival Dream. The premiere is gonna be on the 2nd of March, so just coming now. And then we have a total of 4 shows. Will be on the 3rd as well, 10th and 17th of March. 2 sessions.
Just before the Fringe finishes.
Just before the Fringe finishes, exactly, because the Fringe finishes on 20th.
Yeah.
It's a show bringing you to Rio de Janeiro during Carnival, so exactly what we're talking about. So it's a bit of Fringe, Carnival, everything happening at the same together. And we have 14 members in the cast, and acrobats, singer, dancers, and I'm bringing a bit of all the rhythms, so bossa nova, samba, ashe, funk. So it's gonna be a thing.
100%.
100%.
I'm really excited.
I am too.
I'm tired, but I'm
yeah,
really
I was like, you're not sounding
I'm
excited.
so tired,
yeah,
but I'm so
I am
excited.
really excited.
You know that I'm excited.
I know you are. I'm also tired. I took a nap on my way here, so.
Ben found me on the couch half an hour before I was due to come here, and I was in this little bowl eating a frosty fruit.
And then the front was just
Yeah. No, that's the thing. We live for this season.
We live for this
we
season.
take small
it's
naps.
a sacrifice. We're sacrificing our hours of sleep, our eating, anything to be there, and it's going to be amazing.
We can't wait to celebrate with all of you. So make sure that you definitely take us up. We'll hopefully see you at a Carnaval.
Yes, a Carnival dream.
Very
and
exciting.
yes, always. So pretty much this is it.
The next time you'll see us, we're probably going to look very disheveled.
We'll be like,
Yeah, we won't look as puffed up as this, maybe. But we'll come and bring you more episodes.
yeah. So
Of the
yeah. So
Queencast.
stay with us, please. We love you all. So don't forget to subscribe. Give us a like when you finish watching this video, and of course activate your notifications so every time we post a new video, because it isn't always gonna be live, but we are still here and we still want to share stuff with you. So yes, make sure you activate notifications as well. You know the drill. If you've been here with us, you know about the Queen Factory shop, that we have plenty of Carnival and festive stuff.
Yeah, not too late to buy any of your festive wear.
No, can you just
you
quick,
see me behind
can
this?
can you just quick show these festive shoes?
These are amazing.
Da-da!
Straight from Brazil.
It's straight from Brazil, and the new collection just got here in Adelaide. So just take a look at the Queen Factory shop. It could be either on Instagram or Facebook. That will lead you to the website as well. It's an online shop with the most amazing samba shoes if you're a samba dancer. But if you're a drag queen, you can also buy. Or if you just like walking on the streets of Adelaide,
Which
run
you
the
can
street.
do. No one will look twice at you wearing
Oh, we can
these
just
shoes.
put it here. That's all right. And yeah, so thank you so much once again, everybody. I guess this is it.
That's us signing
That's
off.
the Queencast episode number 4. Thanks for watching
Bye,
us.
guys.
Ciao for
Enjoy
now.
festive season.
Yay!
Bye.